My name is Alyx. I am the marketing operations manager at BayWa. I'm also a yoga teacher, and I've been teaching for about 9 years. And today I just have a really gentle movement plan for us to kind of open up our joints, all of our major joints in our body, to kind of get some more flow in the body, energetically, emotionally, mentally. So start this morning by finding a standing position with your feet hip width distance apart. And I like to take 2 fists between the balls of my feet to find what's hip width distance apart in my body. And then go ahead and, if you feel safe to do so, let your eyes close and allow your knees to find a soft bend to them. And then shift your awareness into the soles of your feet. So allow, if you can, let your shoes come off. If you have shoes on, maybe even let your socks come off, and spread your toes nice and open and wide. And then release each toe down, really grounding through the 4 corners of your feet, grounding evenly into your toes. And just notice how your feet feel as they press into the earth. And we want this sensation of engagement in the soles of the feet, and also just like trust in the soles of the feet. And then as you find your awareness in your feet, we're just going to take a mindful kind of gaze up the body. So just noticing how your ankles are feeling this morning, how your knees feel, how your upper legs are feeling, how your hips are feeling. Notice any sensation in the fingertips or the hands, any sensation in the belly, the low back, the mid back, the upper back, and the chest. And then bring your awareness to your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows. Noticing how your neck is feeling. Also how the jaw feels this morning. So a lot of times we can hold tension in our face. We can tighten muscles in our face and kind of transmit that tension into other parts of our body. And then as you've done this mindful body scan, just noticing how your breath is currently moving through your body. So if you can kind of explore your internal landscape with your breath. So noticing where you might feel that there's a lot of freedom and spaciousness. And on the counter where you might feel the breath is kind of stuck or lingering or feeling constricted. We're going to take a few clearing breaths together this morning. So on your inhale, I want you to imagine that you're breathing into the soles of your feet and you're breathing up the entire body, holding at the top until it becomes a little uncomfortable. And then an open mouth exhale, kind of just letting it go and noticing if that exhalation allows any relaxation in those parts of the body, those parts of your body rather, where it felt tight or constricted. And let's find that 2 more times. So just breathing in, deepest breath that you can take, maybe the deepest breath that you've taken all week. And then an open mouth exhale, just letting it go. And 1 more like that. And then we're going to start from the crown of the head down the body. So on the exhale, let your arms drop beside your body. You can open your eyes now. Breathe in. Draw the crown of your head away from your tailbone, like you're lengthening your spine long. Exhale, slowly let your left ear drop to your left shoulder. And notice that I'm not lifting my left shoulder up to my left ear, but I'm keeping the shoulders lined up. And the right side of my neck is getting longer than the left side of my neck. And then once you've done this, you can just let your eyes close. And there's a few options. You can turn your chin into the left side of your chest, and then slowly turn your chin back forward. You can take little nods, just nodding your chin yes, until you feel sensation. And then once you feel that sensation, let your eyes go heavy so that you can turn off one of your senses and move internally into your body. And just take 3 deep breaths there. Letting the arms just drop beside the body as you do this, letting the knees stay soft so that you keep your legs engaged. And then option to add on, we can take our left arm out and bend our left elbow to the right side of our face and just right side of our head rather, and just allow the weight of that left arm to kind of drop the right ear a little closer, left ear a little closer to the left shoulder. Nice, and then release that, keeping left ear to left shoulder. Turn your chin into the left side of your chest and inhale through center. And then exhale, just roll right ear to right shoulder. We're just gonna take this 2 more times. Inhale, chin through center, let the weight of your head be really heavy here. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, chin through center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And then inhale, chin through center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And let's breathe in, take the chin through center. And exhale, lift the chin away from the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly allow right ear to fall to right shoulder so that the left side of your neck now gets long. And your throat is open in this expression and your shoulders stay nice and level with one another. And then you can just explore some nodding your chin into the right side of your chest and then bringing it forward. And then maybe just nodding your chin yes here as you continue to let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. So just honoring the difference of sides. And once you feel your kind of space where you're feeling like you're getting a stretch, or feeling like there's some sensation moving into the connective tissue, the muscles, the bones maybe, just let the eyes close, take 3 breaths here. And that awareness of just being present to what's rising up on the inhale. And letting the exhale kind of take you deeper into that experience, and also that opportunity to release and let it go on the breath out. And then just like on the other side, your right arm can come out, right palm can rest to the left side of your face, and you can use the weight of that right palm to just kind of drop the left ear, right ear closer to the right shoulder. Let's find one more full breath in. Let your exhalation be just as deep, breathing into what you're feeling. Being mindful of the body, energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically. And then slowly let your right hand come down. Take your chin into the right side of your chest. And then inhale, roll the head through center. And exhale, allow left ear to fall to left shoulder. Inhale, roll chin through center again. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. So we're just going to take this 2 more times. And then if these kind of half circles are feeling good with your head, you can start to take full circles. So just allowing the head to fall back. We'll take 3 circles one direction. And maybe letting the eyes go heavy, maybe letting the eyes stay open into a soft gaze. And then we'll reverse the direction of those circles. And being aware, being mindful of where you're feeling this in your body. What's kind of showing itself to you, revealing itself to you as you find this gentle movement. Good, and then we'll come back through center, and we're gonna start to move into the shoulders now. So you let your arms drop beside your body, your knees are gonna bend a bit. And on the inhale, take a really big circle, rolling the shoulders forward towards me, up to your ears, back as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then forward around. So we want to move the upper back and the chest. This is one of the most immobile parts of our body. So just moving and being as dramatic as you can. So it's kind of nice about being home in a home practice is that nobody can see you. So we're taking 6 circles one direction. Good, and then we're reversing the direction of those circles. It's just a few more this way. We're going to work into our wrists. I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see me a little better. You'll bring your elbows right in line of your shoulders. Then you'll bring your forearms and palms together and interlace your hands and cross your thumbs. And we're keeping the whole time our shoulders, our elbows rather, in line of our shoulders. And we're going to start to circle out our wrists. So the whole time your pelvis is staying underneath your shoulders in a neutral position. And we're moving our wrists in one direction, and then we're reversing the direction of those circles. And even though you have your elbows in line of your shoulders, keep dropping your shoulders into your spine. Good, and then come back through center, take a deep breath in, and exhale, just drop, arms down beside the body. So let's go a little lower into our body. Let's work into our hips. Look down at your feet and take your feet anywhere from 2-3 feet distance apart. Allow your toes to stay pointed forward. Keep your knees bent. Drop your arms down beside your body, and let's start to just circle out our hips. So the whole time you do this, you want to keep your knees soft. And you're keeping your feet open, your toes spread into the ground. And you're just finding the biggest circle that you can find. Noticing any sensation that's coming up in the low back. And then we'll just reverse the direction of those circles, keeping the head on the spine as you do this, keeping the arms dropped beside the body. Really getting into the actual joints of the hips. Good. And then we'll just come back through center. We'll take our feet back in so that they're hip width distance apart. And work into our pelvis. So our hands will come to our outer hips. Elbows bend out to the sides of our body. On your inhale, stick your butt back, let your knees bend. And on your exhale, take your pelvis forward. So it's like just rocks of our pelvis. And we're finding the 2 extreme tilts and tucks of our pelvis, which is going to look different in each body. The feet stay open and alive into the ground. Toes stay spread. Finding anywhere from like 6 to 8 kind of rocks with the pelvis. Good, and then we'll come back through center and find a neutral pelvis. So the pelvis sits neutral underneath the chest. Start to walk your feet together. So your big toes touch, your inner thighs come together. Slide your hands down to the tops of your knees into a seat. So you're sitting back and down, and palms are cupping around your kneecaps. And we're just going to start to circle out our knees around our ankles. So taking the biggest circle that you can. It's pretty normal for parts of your feet to lift up from the ground. Try to keep a seat here so that you're working out into your ankle joints, your knee joints. And reverse the direction of those circles. Let the chest stay open. Continue to find some deep mindful breaths into your body and just kind of noticing how this is feeling this morning. Good, and then we'll come back through center and we'll separate our feet out, hip width distance apart, and just fold forward, letting the head drop. And inhale, rolling up with soft bent knees. And exhale, letting the shoulders come back and down. So now let's work into our ankle joints. So you'll step your left foot forward just a bit. And step your right foot back and come onto the top of your right foot. So you're rolling over the toes, the top of the foot. Your left knee will be a little bent. Hands can come to your hips for balance. And we're going to circle out our our right ankle. So making sure that your left foot stays engaged into the ground as you do this. And you're rolling over the top of your right toes and the top of your right foot. And then you're reversing the direction of those circles. Nice, everybody. And then we'll pause, coming over the top of your right foot and just bending into both of your knees equally. So you're trying to roll top of the right shin down to the ground. And just breathing into the stretch on the top of the right foot. And exhale, release. Step both feet beside one another. Let your arms drop beside your body. Close your eyes. Taking that opportunity to shift and let go of one sense just to enhance the rest of our senses. And noticing if you feel a difference in size. Noticing if there's any shift of how your breath is moving through your body already. And then we'll open our eyes, we'll step our right foot forward and the top of our left foot will come back. And we'll come over the top of the foot, bending into our right leg and starting to circle out our left ankle. So you're just taking as big a circles as you can, rolling over the top of the left foot. And then reversing the direction of those circles. Making sure you're equaling the amount of circles you do on one side versus the other side. And then pausing, rolling over the top of your left foot, bending into both of your knees. So really feeling your right foot ground into the earth underneath you. Breathing into the top of your left foot. And then exhale slowly. Let your left foot come beside your right foot. Just for a moment, close your eyes. Notice how your left and right side feel. Take another scan of your body from the soles of your feet up through the shins, the calf muscles, your knees, your upper legs, your whole pelvis and hips, your belly, your low back, your mid back, chest, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, and wrists and hands. Notice the space between the shoulders and the ears. Notice the muscles of your face. So we're going to end with rolling down our spine a few times. So I'll turn sideways once more. Make sure your feet remain hip width distance apart. Find a tall stance. Lengthen the crown of your head away from your tailbone. Really proud through the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, take your chin to your chest and start to just roll down to the ground. So your hands can kind of grace the front of your legs. As you do this, you do want your knees to be bent. Let your head stay heavy to the earth. And maybe at the bottom of this fold, just shake your head yes and no. Take an audible open mouth exhale. And on your inhale, just slowly unravel your spine back up to stand. So you want to keep the knees soft as you do this. They stay bent as you roll up. And they stay bent as you roll down. So we're going to take a few of these with breath. Deep inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, chin to your chest. Let the weight of your skull kind of carry you down and forward. Grazing the front of the legs as you do this. And the inhale brings you right back up to stand. So we're going to find just 4 more of these. Breathing in, really let the chest widen. Exhale, chin to your chest, start to roll down. And we're letting our awareness kind of travel into the back body and just noticing how the spine is responding, how the back body is responding to your movement. Maybe moving a little slower if you feel like your nervous system feels really racy and busy. And maybe moving just a little bit more rhythmically if you feel a little stagnant, a little slow, a little stuck. Let's find one more. We will meet standing. And then as you come to stand, once again, let your eyes close and check back in. Notice the breath, how it's moving through the body. And where you might feel the breath flows. Where you feel the breath might be lingering. And then gently just kind of opening through the eyes. So thank you guys for joining me. Next week, we will have another one at 9:30, and we'll have more of a meditation-focused mindfulness session. And I hope that that made you feel good and open in your body. Hopefully you feel a little more energized and more flow through the joints, through the connective tissue. So thank you guys.